What's up, gamers? We are back with more Starfield, picking them right where we left off. It is actually just like 5 or 10 minutes later from when I ended my last video. I couldn't wait to get back to this. Really interesting. I can't wait to see what sort of creatures we run into on this planet. But I did want to check, is there a way I can tell? Oh, I can. So it's like 8:42 p.m. in this world. Oh, look at this. Nice security. I didn't even notice that before. I think I'm gonna take a little run to my ship and maybe make it morning before I go out looking for this guy. It's just real hard to see things on planets
Captain,
at night
hello.
in this game.
I am satisfied to see that you...
You keep installing new cool things in your ship. It's like Christmas every day.
Yeah, I really don't keep installing new things in my ship. But I plan to soon. Alright, so this is going to be 10:48, 11:48, 12:48, 1:48, 2:48, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7:48 a.m. Let's do it. 10-hour. Big long sleep. And it'll be 8 a.m.-ish. Which should get me some daylight for this search and rescue mission here. We can probably skip going all the way back to the door and just hop over the wall here. Get some nice scans on the way. Why not? Why not? Gotta keep my eye out for the abundant fauna. I hear that they're trouble. 0.74 gravity on this planet, but it feels like super weighty for some reason. Gonna speed run the Flora here. Look at how fast I'm catching them all. Very dense. Dense flora, if not abundant in variety. Antimony? I've encountered that infrequently enough that I feel like it's worth clicking on, worth grabbing. Alright, so he's more of this direction now, so let's start moving this way. Ooh, look at these crystals or something. I mean, the centerpiece of the Elios retreat was a giant crystal formation, so it makes sense that there would be crystalline structures around here. I can't help myself, like, I'm for sure going to get these all to 100 really quickly if I just run through this area. There's that one done, and then there's that one done. Too addicted to scanning, really. Oh, those are the the beetles of this planet. I didn't even realize I'd started scanning those. Thought they're like small minerals or something. Uh-oh. That was my first fauna encounter, a beetle crab grazer. Let's get a risky scan on it. Ooh, it immediately started moving towards me. I wonder if that's what he got gored by, is a beetle crab. Which is a fun sentence to say. It's actually nuts how much flora I already have. Like, to already have 4 full flora scans. It takes me so long. Ooh, here's another resource. I'm at 6 out of 8 with those. Gold, huh? Oh, there's another structure. Put that on the map. Alright. Sort of walked past where he is, so let's get out the shotgun and take a look. So he's specifically at this crystalline area, which is interesting. That guy said there was a cave near here. It's not marked on my map as a cave, but... Oh. Mineral caverns. Interesting. Let's do save. Head on inside. Interesting. Sorry, I'm gonna be going a little slow because, ooh. So I'm drinking a coffee. I made a coffee between videos. And should have, probably, drank it before starting a new stream. But, couldn't wait to get back to this game, so multitasking here. Alright, I definitely just shot that thing like 100 times, and it took 0 damage. What is going on? Alright, well, I hit it that time. Hyper Catalyst? Interesting. That felt like a really big waste of ammo, but... I mean, okay. I mean, I guess those are the critters we're dealing with here. I have to remember there's a way off of the main entrance that I didn't explore. It may have just come down into this cavern I'm in right now. Oh, gold. Interesting. In fact, I'm almost certain it does. I'm almost certain it was like up there. Which is good. Just want to make sure I'm thoroughly exploring this place, although I think it's just going to be populated by creatures and hopefully still quite a live worker. But if he's in here and dead, I'm sure there'll be like evidence that he was killed by critters and not criminals. Why he wandered away from camp drunk in the first place is a very good question. So some more enemies down here. The guys over there. Fuck it, let's go. This shotgun is very hit or miss. Like, literally. Oh geez, radiation. Cool. Alright. This green shit is not our friend. We need to be a little careful. I feel a lot like I'm going around in circles here. But it is what it is, you know. Mineral caverns. New location name just dropped. Look at these nests that these critters are coming out of, presumably. Wow. Do a dung pile, I think. Don't mind if I do. You know, the remains of dead critters that they've dragged down here to consume. I guess that's all that this area is like a set piece, but it's good environmental storytelling. Like, this is, you know, these crystal caverns are home to this indigenous species. They are laying eggs or nests of some sort down here, eating fauna from the planet's surface that they bring down here to consume after killing them. It's really me who's the intruder here, but they took a sentient life form down here, and I need to rescue him. I am all kinds of turned around right now. I think that's the main entrance. And I went that way. And I also wanted to check out this way. Wait, this feels new again. But it's not. Wait, what is this? Wait, is this the main entrance? What is that other entrance I found then? Whoa. This place is really big. I'm so turned around right now. Look at this. There is another... Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna run up to this and see what it gives me for a tooltip. This also says mineral caverns. I think there's just two ways into this cave, but I was in this big area where I turned back from several ways forward. Oh. Okay, I'm not gonna argue with this.
No! I'm not going back! Stay away!
What do you mean?
Oh God, please don't put me back in the bag. I'll do whatever you say, just please, not the bag.
Don't put me back in the bag. What are you talking about? What happened?
To you? You're not here to... I was kidnapped. He caught me off guard after hours, threw a bag over my head and marched me off.
Oh,
But I
there's some sort of
escaped.
conspiracy going on here.
But then these creatures started hunting me. So I ran in here. And I've got no food and I'm so hungry and... Please, take me back. I just want to go home.
Yeah, with pleasure, but I wonder who... Someone's trying to sabotage this project. I wonder who it is. Yeah, any chance you got a look at this
No.
kidnapper?
No, he kept the bag over me the whole time. I heard his voice. But he honestly didn't say much when I was around. I need this to be over. Please. Please, can we go? Please?
Well, this is not good. He was kidnapped by a person, which unfortunately is sort of the worst fears of the people. If he goes back and starts saying, someone threw a bag over my head and dragged me out into the wilds to be eaten by, like, they're going to think it's one of the criminals. Of course, let's get you out of here. Get your shoes on, pal. We're going to the retreat. See, I'm curious if I say this, is he going to be like, no, the retreat's where that person works.
Oh, thank God. Come on. Let's get the hell out of here. You do know the way back, right?
Honestly, I am a bit lost right now, but there seems to be like some variety of exit in this direction, so let's start with that. Like, this is technically something. I presume a way out. I don't know if it's the way I came in or it's the other end of this mountain. I'm really kind of confused, if I'm being real. There's clearly at least 2 entrances, exits. For all I know, this is taking me into yet another part of the cave. Oh yeah, it looks like this is straight up the opposite side of the mountain. In fact, it wants me to go back inside. Return to the retreat. Let's not go back inside. Maybe let's go back inside. We're gonna follow the quest markers and not get confused. Well, my character's like bogged down by something right now. I'm walking really slow. It feels weird. Here we go. One of the, I think at this point I found like 3 or 4 of them. One of the many exits from this place, but on the right side of the mountain. Now we can see where we're going. I'm increasingly glad I waited till day to do this because I feel like the big threat's going to be like angry fauna that we encounter on our way back. Yeah, now that I know his story, I know that bringing him back here is not going to solve any of the problems they're having, so I'm just hopeful that they will let me continue to investigate this further. I bet it's that administrator guy. I mean, he seems like he was here and doing this all for the right reasons, but maybe he's had a change of heart. And maybe it's the foreman of the construction team that kidnapped this guy because he's prejudiced against this whole project. I don't know.
Killman! Killman's back!
Oh, now you're suddenly injured?
Mother of God, kid. What happened?
I was walking
Recognize
out,
any
and
voices?
someone threw a bag over my head. They took me... I don't know. It smelled like the inside of a first aid kit. I had to sleep on a steel floor and...
Which one of you crooks bagged him, huh?
Us? Why the hell would we do that? Waste of a perfectly good bag.
You're rambling, kid. Come on. Let's get you cleaned up. You smell like used welder's gear.
Mr. Halftown, I have some medical training. I'd be happy to...
You stay away from him. I want whoever kidnapped my man found and dealt with, understand? I don't care if it's one of your people or mine or a fucking ghost. Find them.
Of course. We'll do what we can. But...
I'm not interested in excuses. I need to know who did this. Just find my man's kidnapper now.
I never thought I'd be excited to see this place again.
Interesting. So, I kind of knew that's how it was going to go down. I feel like they could have done this dialogue better. I feel like they've done a pretty good job in this game, and maybe I just haven't noticed this, but when like they're doing like one NPC is cutting off another NPC to interject something, it should be snappy like it is in real life. Like if she's like, I'll do everything I can, but like she's trying to continue speaking, like saying a sentence, so it should be like, trying to do everything I can, but I don't want any excuse. Like, he should be right there with his, interruption. But there was these big pauses in that conversation when they were quote unquote cutting each other off. Sloan.
I guess it might have been a bit naive for me to hope for a happy reconciliation.
Yeah,
but
I guess
you brought
so.
him
That
back
was rough.
safe. That's what's important.
See, you're a good egg. I can tell.
You have my sincerest thanks. But
yeah,
now,
that's nice and all for the
we've
payment.
got a
but
whole new thread to pull on.
yeah, let me help
What are
with
the
that,
chances I'd be able to convince you to help us find our kidnapper?
100%. I'll do it, but I want more than a pittance. No. They're good. I'll help you find them.
Thank the heavens. So, we just need to figure out where we're sending you. Now, Mr. Killman didn't seem to have a lot of information, but I caught at least one or two bits I think could help us find our kidnapper.
I don't need to ask this. I mean, the answer's obviously yes, but it's not going to be someone from the retreat. The place had metal floors, so it was a building, not some cave where they were keeping him. He mentioned a smell, something about a first aid kit. I mean, these are the two clues. I don't know why I can't combine them.
That's right. Not a lot of proper facilities like that in the area. Which makes me think... there was a building we were evaluating as a possible site for the retreat not far from here. An old research outpost. Seems like a decent match for the description of our kidnapper's hideaway. Here, the facility's coordinates. Head out there and see what you can find.
Okay. Back in that direction again. Makes sense. Ghost hunt. Oh, that's funny. Because the guy said, I don't care if it's one of your people, one of my people, or a damn ghost. Apparently, it was a ghost. So here's my running theory. One of the criminals that's being rehabilitated here did some crime that was like a real bad one. Like they murdered someone or stole someone's life savings or something. And the person who's kidnapped this guy feels like this retreat is like spitting in their face by rehabilitating, by like setting free people that should be punished. They're like a friend or family member of the victim. And so they've taken it upon themselves to come out here and set up a little outpost to try and sabotage the project. Oh, it's this this science outpost or whatever up here, which makes sense with the first aid smell. I guess that was an all dialogue options lead to Rome type of thing. Like no matter what I'd said, I picked up on from that conversation. She would have been like, yeah, there was this one place we were considering. Which honestly, it looks like it's like a nice place on top of a hill, and maybe even, like, I don't know, I mean, they set up in a valley. I don't know if they would have been better served on top of some hill. Ooh, here's one of the resources I don't have yet. Or the only one I don't have yet. We've finished all the flora in this biome, and we've gotten all the resources in this biome. It's just fauna now. So I'm going to put away my scanner, because we can also get fauna scans by killing them. Not that I'm planning to, but they usually take that choice away from me if I try to get close enough to scan them. Okay, well, we're here. Abandoned outpost. Guess I'm just supposed to search the area for clues. Ugh! Clues like landmines. Ooh, it's a loading screen. Well, let's do it. Oh, it just auto-saved. Guess oh, dang, this is one of those, like, TARDIS-ass places where... It's much bigger on the inside than the outside, I was about to say, because it's all underground. Oh, damn it. I did that thing again where I'm just running through clicking shit. The problem is that I get it in my head that, like, I'm just gonna open all these doors so that I know where I've already been, and I start running through a place trying to do that. And then I click on a lockpick door and I'm suddenly just thrown for... I don't have any more singles. Oh, I do have one more single. Okay, fine, let's do it. I'm willing to risk it for the biscuit. Yeah, I think so, right? This. Beautiful. Storage checklist. Oh, you know what I just realized? We did that ecliptic mission, right? I got these notes. Let's just check on them now. Whoops. It was like ecliptic communicate 1, ecliptic communicate 2. They are ones that I have multiples of, so I'm positive I've read those before, so we're gonna ignore those. This is one though, storage checklist. The following items are property of the security team. No unauthorized use under any circumstance. All items supposed to be checked out prior to and returned by the end of day. 2 assault rifles, 1 Combatech Solstice, which I think is like a pistol, and 5 combat knives. Follow up with me ASAP if anything goes missing.
Initiating a search pattern.
I knew I heard something like that.
Alert. I have located. I am unable. Repair not possible.
Alright, so far it's just been automated defense systems in here, no people. I'm trying to ignore all the chaos from the turrets and stuff so I can actually search this place, because I'm not doing a very good job thoroughly searching at this time. So many doors. Shoot, I mean, I guess let's try to take out this turret. Just so it'll shut the hell up. What up here too? Now I've got 4 more red dots on my map, and they're all moving, which is disturbing. Ooh.
I am unable. Repair not possible.
Ooh, I didn't know that would be such a busy room. I'm like torn. There's so many different paths I've left unexplored in this direction. It's driving me nuts right now. I mean, I guess let's go. Oh no, see it. Actually, I walked down the wrong path. There's so many paths. Let's try to explore this area if I can. Some sort of cafeteria for the people stationed here. Med supplies, it's always good. Thermoses, oranges, tomatoes, some refrigerators. I'm not even gonna bother looking in them. Sparkling water, I guess I'll take. What's this? Menu for this week. You got this. I'm gonna be off world the next week, so you'll have to, or you'll need to step up and run the kitchen while I'm gone. I know that you're not exactly used to being in charge, but I know you're capable. Here's an example menu you can use for the week. Monday, vegetarian pho. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing that. I know that's like Thai food. Obviously tacos for Tuesday. Cobb salad on Wednesday. No meat shepherd's pie. Is it really shepherd's pie then? On Thursday, and miso ramen. Sorry about that, just chugging my coffee before it gets too cold to be palatable. Don't forget to prepare vegan options for all the non-vegan meals. They seem like they were all non. Oh, well, I guess some of them probably have cheese and stuff. And always rehydrate your ingredients ahead of time. You got this. So again, so far, only robotic, like automated security systems. I feel like that's all I'm going to find here. God, these things are scary. Ooh, I don't want to die, so let me save my game. This is probably ill-advised to save over this. Alright, well, the good news, no more red dots on my radar. Alright, this leads back to that door. So there's a big-ass room here that I haven't explored, and a big-ass room here I haven't explored. Let's try to start here since I've already sort of killed the enemies in here at least. Is this old or... Oh, another new direction to go. God dang, I do not like... This facility is very, like... It's not conducive to a methodical search because of how it's laid out. I mean, I guess let's go back in here. Oh no, there's another door there. I'm like, well, at least this is a closed off room. Let's search it, but no, it's not. It's not a closed off room. I'm actually just racked with indecision right now about which direction. Like, I don't want to... Where does it show my quest objective is, anyway? What do you mean it's 72 yards that way? Okay, okay. We're going back. We're backtracking. I'm clearly missing something here. Find the kidnapper is my objective? What do you even mean? No, but actually, what do you mean? Well, the kidnapper is theoretically 60 yards in that direction. So I guess we're going to hug the right wall is what we're going to do. We're going to try to search this place by hugging the right wall. Like, because it really is a freaking maze, and I'm at that point now. So if we were hugging the right wall, we'd go in here, and we'd go through there. So let's go into here. It's a nice closed-off-ish area. We'll search. We got a safe here, some ammo crates, some mines. Let's lockpick the safe. I mean, at least safes when I click on, like, I don't accidentally click on them because it's obvious that they're going to be locked. Oh, I fucked up, didn't I? Undo, I guess? Nice. Alright, so sticking with the hugging the right wall strategy, we'll be going in here next. Let me check these lockers actually real quick. Some ammo here. Okay. A lavatory. Could go this way, but we're hugging the right wall right now. There's some sort of supply closet. Don't mind if I do. And now we'll go this way. Some sort of work area. Let's check these lockers. Midnight Delight. I almost grabbed that because I thought it was a, an aid item, but it's... Well, I mean, it is an aid item, but I thought it was a medicine. Space Trucker Flannel. I'm 100% sure I already have that. Don't know why I just grabbed it. Lots of crazy stuff on the board there. This person like putting up colorful posters. Bobby Vincetti. Alright. Hug in the right wall. I'm gonna maybe abandon the hug in the right wall strategy soon because it seems like we're headed in that direction. May switch it up to start hugging the left wall now. Sort of do some circling back. Here's where I killed some of those robots. Oh, I think I kind of know where I am now, right? So there's this that leads me down a floor. Ooh. Permanently increases carrying capacity by 5 kilograms. Yes, please. That was probably the best loot in this whole place. This is why we try to be thorough, even when it's throwing a giant labyrinth at you. Okay, so here's my thinking. It looks like this is on the same level as me, and I could keep exploring this level. There are ways that I haven't gone yet, but I think I'm going to be pretty safe going down, so I'm going to go down first. Oh, this actually is perfect. This just is this room. So we'll explore this room and get it all looted. And then we'll be in good shape to go back and continue hugging the right wall like we were before. I mean, it doesn't even look like there's anything in here. Couple things. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. So now it looks like they're maybe down here somewhere. Oh. Ooh. Why is this game being really slow right now? There we go. Well, they blew up some gas thing on me. That's rude. Uh-oh. Alright. Of course, because I'm cursed, this is leading deeper and deeper into this facility. When I thought I had reached the end of an area, of course, it's not the end of an area. It's, in fact, the start of a brand new gigantic area. Oh, God. Those things are actually the most terrifying enemies I've encountered in the game. And they're robots. So some, like, Boston Dynamics or whatever this, that company that makes the, like, scary combat robots. Nightmare. Alright, here we go. Deeper still. Look at this shit. Look at this shit they're putting me through. What the hell is this?
Beginning massive damage.
This is actually so frustrating because the like there have been so many branching paths that I've turned away from at this point that I've actually lost track of how many of them there are in my mind. The completionist in me is really uncomfortable with the layout of this dungeon. Really, really uncomfortable. Wait, which one did I miss? Okay. Now where the hell does this lead? To nowhere? Oh. Back in this room. Fair enough. I mean, this seems like maybe the right way to go, so let's see what's this way I go. Oh, Jesus. Why do I click things? Just trying to figure out what the right way to go is. I'm not trying to lockpick anything right now. Trying to gain my bearings. These are identical. This is blissfully a dead end. Would love to run into more of those. This game wants to let me. Alright, that feels like the way to finish this quest. So we're gonna go back a bit. Because there's a bunch of paths I haven't explored yet. Well, not a bunch. I think now it's maybe only just one. But I still feel like I should find find my way back to it and explore it. Actually, there's a few because did I go down here at all? Oh yeah, okay, I remember now. Wait. Getting my brain messed up again here. Wait, was it like this, and then I did this, and then I went here, and then I didn't go here because I was like, oh, I'm getting too close to the thing. But maybe I should. Maybe I really am done exploring this place. I don't know. Doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel complete in my brain, but there's so many weird turns and twists in this place that I'm maybe just confused. confusing myself. So let's stop goofing around. Probably be good to catch this person unawares if that's even possible. It doesn't seem to be a person. Unless they're behind that screen in there, which I guess could be possible. Ah, search for clues, it's changed too. Oh, the clues are in there. Thank goodness for quest markers. I'd be totally lost half the time I'm playing this game. I guess I can't peruse the books. Orchid Merchant, seen that plenty of times. Great Expectations. Circuit boards. I'm actually not going to take that rip shank. Corrupted slate, I guess, is the clue. Return the slate to the retreat. Well, it's corrupted, though. Let's see if I can see that in my notes items. Under C. I can. Ah. Quite corrupted. Quite corrupted indeed. I know I'm in an instance facility, but I do want to see if it'll let me fast travel from here because... Okay, good. Save myself a little bit of backtracking here. I kind of knew the kidnapper wouldn't be there because I think I'm betting it's the administrator guy. He seemed really nervous and stuff, so I think like he knows how to spout the company line, but I think he's become corrupt. Alright, we've got Monica, Nevin. Yeah, Nevin is my primary suspect right now. You'll notice that Nevin's also the only one in this room that's a guy besides Greg. Although Greg could have, well, I don't know that he would have faked his, no, I think it's Nevin.
You seem to have weathered that trek well enough. Were you able to find anything at the facility?
Unfortunately, not really. No sign of our kidnapper, but I did find this. It was a dead end. Only clue in the place was this slate, and it's busted.
Not a lot to go on.
I think I'll stay a little optimistic. Yeah, it's really not a lot to go on, honestly.
Monica, anything you can do with this?
I can take a look.
Oh, Monica, is she a tech wizard?
It's encoded. Made to look scrambled. And done badly. Looks like... there. Seems there were 2 of them. Oh my god. It's all here. The accidents, the kidnapping, Greg's attack. These 2, they did it all.
Any mention of who they are? They're not with the construction crew, are they?
No names, but there are a pair of ID numbers. They're with the Trackers Alliance.
The Alliance sent 2 bounty hunters? Here? Our bounties are all paid.
I'm not seeing an Alliance contract or documentation. I think this is off the books.
So, a couple of trackers have decided to haunt us on their own free time. Why?
Doesn't say.
Yeah, good question. I mean, I get that what you're doing sort of takes away from their business model, but you were paying off the bounties, and I presume they're the ones you're paying the bounties to, right? I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't know how it works. Who cares why? No. How the heck do you know how to decode that slate? Well, I mean, she's awesome. That's how.
It's really not that impressive. Used to sell these on the semi-regular in my old life. A cheating
right,
spouse
'cause
wants to document all their
she
flings
hacked
without
into
fear of their
Galbank,
partner
that's right.
finding out? Just use one of these bad boys. It's computer hacker 101 stuff. And it sure doesn't explain why they've decided to harass us.
Right, I'm gonna get to that. That was just the first question. I mean, the bottom. I always go from the bottom up because it's always like the questions that you can ask that won't advance the dialogue tree are at the bottom, and the things that will advance the dialogue tree are at the top. So I'm not gonna ask what's the Tracker Alliance. Maybe they've got a vendetta against someone here. Hard to see why else they'd bother.
That certainly seems in the realm of possibility.
So then this is an easy fix. They're bounty hunters. We pay them to leave us alone.
No,
we
it
make
seems to be
ourselves a
personal
target
to
for
me.
every other hunter in the universe. We need to take a stand.
No, I'm with Greg on
Says
this
the
one.
one guy physically incapable of taking one.
We're not doing anything until we actually find them. Any mention in there of where our trackers might be now?
Sounds like they're on a supply run, outside the system.
Then we got a little time. Given their background, and ours, I expect you're the only person here they might actually listen to. Would you be willing to
Probably true.
act as an emissary on our behalf?
I would be very happy to. So it's interesting, like, I thought for sure it was going to be one of the people I've already met, but it's a completely outside force that's involved. Two Trackers Alliance members who felt some kind of way about what was going on here and have been actively sabotaging all their plans. I don't know. Can you tell me any more about who these two might be?
Slate's not big on details. There's two of them, they're clearly armed, but that's about all we've got to go on.
But trackers aren't usually the type to take prisoners when it's not required. So the fact that they've thus far remained largely non-violent, well, it means they might be willing to negotiate. With the right person,
Yeah, that's
of course.
true. They've been sabotaging
Which
a bunch
I think
of stuff.
in this case is you.
It sounds like they've been sabotaging equipment and ops and stuff. That guy that went missing was the first time they actually like harmed someone directly, and they just did kidnapping. They didn't, they didn't kill him. And he escaped somehow, which is I'm still not clear on how he escaped, but don't you worry, they're never gonna bother you guys ever again. Like, yeah, that's. So long as you don't expect me to kill them, then yes, I'll do
I'm
it.
certain we can find a way to solve this without resorting to violence.
Sounds good, Sloan.
Let's
I mean,
just
honestly,
pay
I'll
them and be
kill
done
them.
with it. I mean, we clearly need more manpower anyway.
I'm not doing that, Nevin.
I'll hire them on
You're
as
the one who hired them, aren't you,
contractors.
Nevin?
To hell with that. We know where they live. Let's have our friend here get the drop on them and send them to the great beyond.
I mean, I
The
don't know
last
we're
thing
going
we
that far,
need
Greg.
is the galaxy thinking that's how we solve our problems around here, Mr. D'Angelo.
Sloan understands
request
the
you try
delicacy
to
of this
avoid any
diplomatic
violence.
situation.
But if you're looking for suggestions on how to proceed, well, it seems we've got opinions to spare.
All right, give me completion on that mission. New mission, exorcism. Optional, ask the staff how to deal with the trackers and confront the trackers. All right, so I think we've got quest objectives above all these people's heads. I know Nevin I already know what all their opinions are, but let's start with, let's go around this way. because Sloane's the person I'm gonna follow her, whatever she wants, which I already also know what that is,
These
but...
bounty hunters need to be dealt with.
Any suggestions on how to deal with these
I
trackers?
think you should offer them money, and I'm willing to help. Here, all I have liquid at the moment. Hopefully it'll be enough.
Wow, I just talked to him and he gave me 2,500.
Take care,
Like, no,
please.
I'm not gonna do that
Did
just
I
because he gave me the
mention
money.
thanks for taking these two on?
You're welcome. Any suggestion on how to deal with the
my fair
trackers?
share of their kind over the years. You don't get into that job to make it rich.
Yeah,
You get
exactly.
into it to be
Money's
your
not
own
gonna be
boss
the-
and
the
prove how
one.
tough you are. So, my advice? Let them know that pushing around a bunch of counselors just makes them look like bullies, not tough.
Thank you. That's actually good advice. You know, take advantage of their ego to convince them that what they're doing is
Be careful
lame.
with those goons.
Yeah, well, and you just want me to kill
Looking
them,
for
right?
my suggestion? I don't think they're gonna respect anything other than force. But I think Sloane's not gonna be happy if you handle it that way.
Oh. Didn't even get a dialogue tree with him. Which I guess is fair. He didn't really have one before.
Be careful
Sloan.
with these trackers. You don't get into their line of business without a vicious streak. Love,
What's your
I
opinion?
can only guess at what these two might be after. But it's clear they perceive something about us as a threat.
Yeah, set their
They're
minds
afraid.
at ease is your suggestion.
And all you can do with fear is try and understand it.
Yeah, understand
So,
where they're coming from and
just
appeal to
listen
their
to them,
better
okay?
judgment.
Hear what they have to say. And see if you can make whatever it is they're worried about a little less scary.
Interesting.
Good luck out there.
So she thinks I should listen and try to alleviate whatever they're afraid about. And she thinks I should, you know, take advantage of their egos and make them realize that what they're doing is lame as hell. I like both these suggestions. I'm confused about where it's like they kept intimating that we now know where they are. And like, do they just mean the base I just left? I guess so. Guess they do mean that. So they weren't there when I got there, but they're back there now, is the impression I'm getting. Yeah, let's fast travel there. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get attacked right away or what the deal is. But it sounds like the game is... Well, the game's leading me to believe I'm gonna have some sort of dialogue options for this. Alright, so I'm back here. This is definitely where it was wanting me to go, is back here. I've already looted the whole place, which makes this actually a really relaxing mission. Because it's just a matter of finding and confronting the trackers that are in here, and I don't have to actually loot and stuff while I do that. At least I hope not. And my plan is to talk to them, so I don't need to be sneaky. I'm just gonna walk right in with my shotgun drawn, of course, but... It's funny, they had all these automated defense systems here, like all the robots and stuff, and the turrets. So they must have come back here and found all of, like, that someone's just ran through their whole base and destroyed all their defense systems. They're probably on edge as a result. So it's making me go back to the same spot again. Oh, how fun. I get to sit and wait. Wait for the trackers to return to their base. Yeah, they're gonna walk through all their broken robots and destroyed security and just find me sitting here on the couch with my shotgun.
What the? Who's that?
No clue. You! Who are you and what the hell are you doing here?
approach the trackers.
And just who the holy hell are you?
You're the last person you're ever gonna see. I'm very tempted to say this last one. I'm here on but this is what Sloan wanted me to pick. We're gonna go with Sloan's advice paramount to anything else. It's interesting that he was wearing like a spacesuit, and then as soon as I talked to him, his helmet disappeared so I could see his face. The guy behind him's still wearing the helmet. I'm here on behalf of the Elios Retreat. I want to talk.
I told you Kilman was gonna lead them to us. Should have slit his throat when we had the chance.
Quiet.
Don't like you.
Listen, unless you're here to tell us those convicts have decided to close up shop, then we've got nothing to discuss.
Yeah, what's your deal with them anyway? Alright, so I have a persuade option, which I'm probably going to pick. Let me look at the other options here. Why do you care? Are you really afraid of a couple of ex-cons? Relax, buddy. I'm getting to it. How much is it going to cost to get you to leave the... Oh, so there's the bribery option. I want to listen to them, though. I want to understand.
I couldn't care less about the cons. They can huff fish innards until they rot for all we care. But this retreat, if they actually succeed, keep criminals out of the bounty system, well, the galaxy probably doesn't need so many trackers at that point, does it? And then maybe the big boys like the UC and the Collective set up programs of their own, just like Elios. Put us all out of a job. Now, better
that would be a good thing
before it becomes a threat.
I do not like
Which is why I'm not interested in discussing anything except the date and time they're shutting their doors.
So now I'm thinking more and more that that bribery option might actually work. But they made a good point, which is that if we bribe these two, and word spreads that we're paying off, you know, trackers to stop harassing people here, it's just going to inspire a bunch of... Because obviously the Trackers Alliance is a bunch of greedy bastards. Yeah, I said it. You heard me. Alright, well, I'm going to try to talk them. Try to use persuade against them. But if it fails, I've reached the point where killing these two...
Well?
I forget what the name of the injured guard was. Let's call him Jake. Jake's opinion is sounding more and more viable as these guys talk about how they're just like trying to like keep criminals from being rehabilitated so they have job security. Like, shut the fuck up. Alright, please, we can solve this without anyone getting hurt.
That's so.
Ooh, so you have these negotiation options now because of that skill. I don't like those, though. Even if the retreat succeeds, there will always be work for savvy, capable people like you two. You must think you're real tough picking on a bunch of unarmed office workers and counselors. Interesting. So this... God, I wish I could remember names better. The general store merchant lady wanted me to mess with her ego. So that's like this option. But this, you know, fits in more with understanding what their concerns are and appealing to their, you know, asking them to use some critical thinking in this regard. I really want to say this one, but I'm worried it's going to fail. I'm honestly worried it's going to fail. In fact, I'm kind of feeling some kind of way about not saving before I started this dialogue with them. I'm going to try it.
I guess that's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, you guys could always find work, even if it's not as bounty hunters. You must think you're... Oh, so now I still have this option. Folks at the retreat know how to deal with... No, that's just threatening them, so that'll, like, trigger their ego. You could have attacked these people, but you didn't. I think you're a better person than you let on. No, he's a dick. Let's go with what the other lady said. She said to mess with their ego, and this is the one. You must think you're real tough picking on a bunch of unarmed office workers and counselors.
What? That's not what this is. We're tough. Fine. We'll leave the retreat
Guess they were
alone.
both right
Can't
about
make any
what a good
promises
approach
about
was.
us being the last, though. Just get out, all right?
All right, we'll do. Just occurs to me, I don't try pickpocketing people enough to see what they have. I've only found one person so far that I could pickpocket that had like a unique item on them that gave me access to a place I couldn't have otherwise reached. But you never know. Report what happened to Sloan. I tried a different approach to fast traveling back. We'll see if it works. I just used the quest itself to set course. Oh yeah, perfect. I mean, it didn't get me much closer than that, but if I fast travel to my ship, it puts me in the cockpit, which is annoying a little bit. Extra clicks, you know. Save myself some clicks. I'm not going to talk too much about my day job, but it involves software development and support, and reducing clicks is a big part of my job. It's all about reducing those clicks. Sloan. I'm going to tell you about what happened, but I'm going to save my game first because it's been a hot minute since I've saved my game.
There you are. You were gone for quite a while, love. Are you
Really?
all right?
I fast traveled the whole way, so
Were you
it can't have
able
been
to
that
find
long.
our trackers?
I was. Sure did, and I convinced them to leave you all alone. Less said the better, but it's taken care... No, see, this is the option for if I killed them. You may begin heaping praise on me whenever you'd like. Your tracker problem is no more. I mean, that's funny, but sure did, and I convinced them to leave you all alone.
That's the best news I've had in quite a while. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, love. This place,
You're welcome, Sloan.
all of us, we are in your debt.
Well, you guys are doing
There
good
is
work here. I
just
approve of what you're doing.
One last piece of business, though. Nevin asked to speak to you in private. He's waiting for you up in the office.
Oh. Nevin wants his money back, I'm guessing. Curious, if I hadn't asked for his opinion... Well, I don't know that's what he's waiting on. Let's go talk to him and find out before I make assumptions. So.
Ah, there you are. So, first things first, I need to say, well, thank you.
You're welcome. Glad I could be of service. Yeah, let's jump to the explaining what you want part.
And we are exceedingly grateful for it. It's just the situation you set right with the trackers. It's one we don't want to find ourselves in again. Luckily, we have someone, our founding donor in fact, who has offered to reach out to the Alliance, ensure their good behavior going forward. Before
Okay,
she
sounds
does,
good. Who is your
however,
founding donor, by the
she's
way?
asked for the details of what exactly occurred. I've already shared my own insights, but, well, she wants to talk to you too.
I'm
Is
actually
that
very
something
curious
you
to
might
learn
be
who's
amenable to?
bankrolling this place. Yeah, I definitely want to know who's bankrolling this place. I'm so curious. My mind is racing right now. I thought it was going to be maybe like Walter Stroud from Constellation is like secretly bankrolling this place. That wouldn't have shocked me. And then there's that nice lady. The only other person I can think of who would be in a position to help like this. There's that nice lady who is like the daughter of the CEO and owner of some company that sells mining equipment. I forget what the name of the company is. But I met her on
Take
Neon.
your time, I suppose.
She was like having a romantic interest in the mineral shop owner on Neon, whose name I also can't remember. Lots of names in this game, to be fair. I remember people, but not necessarily their names. Who exactly am I going to be speaking to? Should I be concerned here?
Our benefactor has said she'd prefer to do the introductions herself.
Oh,
but you
man,
can rest
the
assured
mystery
she wants
remains.
only to thank you in person. Hear your side of the story. Nothing more sinister than that.
I think there's no way. Like it's either the girl I just mentioned, but I feel like that's extremely unlikely. Like this doesn't seem like something she'd be involved with. So I mean, the other option is that this is someone I haven't met yet, which has me so intrigued to meet some rich person who made this one of their pet projects. If that's all you need, sure, I can talk to her.
She'll be pleased to hear it. Head to Aquila City in the Cheyenne system. Check in with Justin Sneed, her security chief. And I would ask you to try and be polite. She's the only reason we're here.
Aquila City? Some rich lady from Aquila City that I've never met, even though I live there? What the butt? I am just so extremely 69. I am just so I'm so mature and it's a whole new quest now called Peacemaker. I mean, sure. Don't have to ask me twice. I'll happily head back home. I am so curious now. I'd love to meet a new, like, important named NPC that might lead me into other quests and adventures and in Aquila City from, you know, my home. I feel like I've had a good look around Aquila City. I don't know who this could be. Unless it's Emma Wilcox, but she doesn't strike me as, like, being wealthy. Or having her own security. She's a ranger. She doesn't need her own security.
Something to report?
Apparently Justin Sneed's up on the wall. Don't know who you're protecting from way up there. Too lazy to find the proper way to get up onto the wall. Does she live in this tower on the wall? Apparently so. Look, he's guarding the staircase. Oh.
My boss said that if I buy enough of our merchandise, she'll give me a promotion.
We've got Lily Gertner. That's gonna be who it is, Lily Gertner. I've never met her before.
That being said, there's some people.
So is this not a tower on the wall, like a watchtower? It's actually like a residence of some variety, or she's just super paranoid and insists on living in this, like... I mean, I guess it's not the outer wall, technically. Alright. I'll bite. Let me save.
Tower's closed. Come back some other time.
No. Oh, you're expecting me. The savior of Elios Retreat has arrived. I don't have time for this. Nevin sent me. No, step aside. No. I was told to check in with you. I'm Irdstapa. I'm the one who helped out the Elios Retreat.
You're them, huh? I've got
Sure am.
rules for this little meeting. Rule number 1. You're not to share anything you discuss up there. This is a private matter, and we're going to keep it that way. Rule
Yeah, we'll see
2.
about that.
You decide to get playful with that weapon, we're going to have serious problems. Think you can abide by
I'd
those?
like to see you try. No. Let's just say sure and see how things go.
Suppose I can take that as a yes. Fine, head upstairs. Miss Lance is waiting for you.
Yeah, I'm not going to pull out my weapons. You don't have to worry about rule number 2, but for rule number 1, we'll see what we discuss up there.
And that must make you our
not
guest.
Lily.
Please, take a seat.
So Lily Gardner, it's actually Risha Lance stuff. I knew I saw another head up here, but it wasn't giving me a name when I scanned it. Did she just say have a seat? Oh. Yes, she did. I'll have a seat in a minute. So she's just up here taking meetings, I guess. Risha Lance. It's another name
Now,
I haven't heard before.
you may already know who I am. Risha Lance, CEO, Laredo Firearms.
Oh.
And you, I know all about. I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for the retreat. Truly, it's a project that's near and dear to my heart.
What is the CEO of Laredo Firearms doing up a tower on the wall of Aquila City in the middle of the night? And why would an arms manufacturer be sponsoring criminal rehabilitation? I mean, maybe she wants them trained in firearms manufacture so they become cheap labor for her factories. I don't know. You're the person responsible for the retreat? The CEO of a weapons yeah. They're like, Murr?
I'm not the sole donor, but yes, the retreat is a project I've been trying to foster for some time now. My attempt to improve the plight of humanity, even if just in a minor way. Which is why I'm so thankful for your intervention on its behalf.
She seems nice. I was for sure expecting some shady motivation, but she seems like she's doing it for the right reasons. I mean, if you're an CEO of a weapon manufacturing company, you know that you're putting a lot of bad out into the world, and it's good to try to do your part to make the world a better place with all that money that you're making. Not a big fan of small talk. No, you're quite welcome.
Now, I presume Nevin already got you up to speed. I need
Not
details
really.
before I talk to the heads of the Trackers Alliance. Make sure their members understand the retreat's off limits.
Oh yeah, right.
So if you don't mind, I'd like to just jump right into it.
Absolutely.
Lily
Ask
here will
away.
be
Any
taking
questions you
notes
have,
as we
ask
go.
away.
Now, Nevin said all the various incidents afflicting the retreat, they all stemmed from this pair of rogue bounty hunters. Do I have that right?
You do? Yes. We found evidence to that effect, yes. All I can confirm is that they were involved in the kidnapping. The rest, well, I wasn't. No, yeah, we know. We have the evidence. What sort of other incidents are you no, I know that too. We found evidence to that
Good.
effect, yes.
Lily, make sure we get a copy of all that, will you?
Yes, Ms. Lance.
But Nevin did say you managed to get those two to leave the retreat alone. You mind my asking how you accomplished that?
I just talked to them, got them to see reason. They were dolts. I had them wrapped on my little finger before I'd barely opened my... No. It's all the same to you. I'd rather not... No. I just talked with them, got them
Two
to see
trackers and you just talked them down? That's quite the feat.
Well, I do have
I'm
maxed
interested
out
in the
persuade
details,
skills, so,
though. How exactly did it all play out?
Yeah, sure, I'll tell you. I'm an expert negotiator. Those two are lucky. I didn't talk them into flying themselves into a star. It was a tough back and forth, but I managed to get them to see things our way.
I'm sure it was. I've dealt with trackers. They tend to be a focused sort. So, only other thing I wanted to ask, and I'm just looking for an opinion here, is there anything in your eyes that could have been done to prevent this happening?
Ooh. So I can say the retreat's woefully underprotected. You need more security. Which is true. I mean, they were able to sneak in multiple times, kidnap people, do vandalism and whatnot. Your leadership needs guidance. Sloan and Nevin really dropped. No, I don't think that's true. I think you're on the right. I don't know that. Like, I don't know what the Trackers Alliance can really do, even if you like negotiate with them. Like, it's not. These two are rogues. Like, they thought their job security was being threatened by criminals being rehabilitated.
Take
they were
your
just
time.
Idiots. Having a bunch of criminals running around a place like that is only going to end in no, none of that. I think this one. You need more
After
security.
everything I've heard from you and Nevin, I'm inclined to agree. It'll take time to get the right people in place for this kind of work, but I'll make sure it's addressed. But that should give me enough to present to the Alliance. Thank you for making the time. Now,
yeah, sure, Risha. It was
what
nice
you
talking
did,
to you.
well, it deserves something more than just a couple of firm thank yous. Here, I want you to have these. They're a rare make, but I think you.
Ooh, are you gonna give me a cool rare gun?
Was there anything else you wanted to talk about before we went our separate ways?
Ooh. Ooh. Thank you for the awesome shit. Wow. I was not expecting to find like a random quest in a pretty random place. I mean, I guess I did get an activity. There's a lot of. The game was trying to get me to go there to check it out, but I didn't expect for completing that just a miscellaneous side quest to get like legendary gear. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm curious. How are you going to get the Trackers
You
Alliance
make
to play
lots
ball?
of friends in my position. Friends in the Freestar Collective. Friends in the UC. The sort of people
fair.
with influence over things. Like, say, how much a locality is allowed to spend on Alliance contracts each quarter. When the Alliance heads grasp that it's better for us all to be friends, I expect they'll leave the retreat well enough alone.
That is a very good call. If their main concern is job security, well, you can go right to the heart of that concern and say, you better behave, or you think we're going to slowly take away your jobs by rehabilitating criminals. Watch how fast I can take them away with my political influence. What made you want to get involved in the retreat in the first place? She kind of already explained this, but just basically she's a good person, but I'd love to hear her go over it in more detail.
Something that's been on my mind for a while now. How best to help the galaxy's incarcerated population? Humanity's tried plenty of bad ideas. Throwing them in jail and forgetting about them. The UC gave that a go way back when. Took all their criminals to a penal colony on Suvorov and left them to their own devices. Well, those folks didn't appreciate that sort of treatment. Took over the colony. And now we call them the Crimson Fleet. Next, we tried making them pay fines instead of going to jail. Except if you don't have the money, that's no sort of improvement at all, is it? Bad idea after bad idea. I thought it was time we tried something new. That's where the plans for the retreat came from. Our attempt at doing things different.
Well, so you're really, it's great of you to see the flaws in the system as they were and as they have been, and to come up with an alternative idea that avoids those pitfalls. I'm trying, like, in my brain, I'm just saying Suvorov, because I really want to remember that. Apparently, it was like a big prison colony where the prisoners rebelled and escaped, and it's where the Crimson Fleet was born. Like, hello, I want to take mental note of that and go check out that system at some point, or planet, or whatever.
A moment of introspection.
I think you're wasting money on the retreat. No, I think you're going to do real good with the retreat.
That's kind of you. But without your help, it might have stayed just a goal. You have my sincere thanks. Now, if you'll excuse me, as you've seen, there's plenty to be done.
Yeah, no problem. I'll let you get back to your humanitarian work. I'd like to talk to Lily, though. Can I talk to Lily before?
Just here for security. Please move along.
Be safe now.
Alright, she's got nothing to say. Fine. Fair. Oh, whoa. check in with the Elios retreat staff is now a activity I have. I'd love to. I'd love to actually do that. Oh god, I've already forgotten. Serkarov? Something? Let's get to the star map. Now I know Crix is a Crimson Fleet faction controlled system. But Sagan, no. Schrodinger, no. Like this at least gives me a place to start my search. I don't know if I'm gonna find it. I think if I see the name of it, I'll recognize it, you know. Decaron, Masada. Masada. It's actually a level 75 system that I can actually reach, which is interesting. That's the highest level that any of the systems on the map show as being. Just to give you an idea, it's sort of like the Zosma is quite a trip to get there. Alright, we're well outside of the search area I wanted to look, but maybe the Crimson Fleet was born further out and they've started making their way in, so I'm just going to search a few more systems out in this direction. Shoza, Moloch, Rutherford, Ophion. Serpentis. I definitely want to spend some time looking around. Serpentis is right next to Bara. Sparta! This is Sparta! Freya. Ardeen. Miria. I don't think I'm gonna find it, guys. I like checking these red ones because they're the ones I haven't even traveled to yet. Leonis. Mal. Bell. Sirma. Bannock. Archimedes. Vern. I mean, I will say one thing, looking at this star map has reminded me. I don't have any quests that are taking me here, but ever since the beginning of the game, Crix has been on the map, one of the few systems in the game that is just labeled, controlled by the Crimson Fleet. Like, I feel like there's some interesting shit that I could get into there. I feel like it'd be good if a quest brought me there, but it says, what was this? Newton. It says, when I highlight it, it says it's level 20, so I'm like past the point that I should have maybe explored that by now. I may do that soon. I may go there just to see what's what. Presumably I'll just go there and get attacked by a bunch of pirates, but you never know. Yeah, let's go back and check in with the staff there. I'd like to, you know, finish everything to do with this quest, and if there's more to be done here, I'd like to do it. I believe in this project. I want to help out if I can. If there's anything else they need, I want to know. It's always night. All these people are going to be sleeping.
Good having Kilman's lazy tail back.
So it doesn't want me to check in with all the staff, like the lady's back in her shop. So I presume it just wants me to check in with what's his face and what's her face. Maybe even just what's his face, since he's the one who sent me to. Oh, there's actually someone at the front desk.
Because of this little episode with the trackers, Nevin's agreed to let me hire my own security team. Heavens know we need it.
Nice. So that was my suggestion. So they immediately, like, she must have immediately reached out to Nevin and say, "Hey, the guy said you could use more security. Here's some more money. Hire more security." Oh, it's not Nevin though that I'm going to speak to. It's her.
You don't know
Well, that's great. I
how
like
much
her better
I
anyway.
miss the sound of power tools. Just happening through our neck of the woods, stranger? Nevin told me about your summons. Our donor wasn't too hard on you, I hope.
No, she was actually really great. She's a surprisingly friendly person considering her line of work. Yeah, true. It was just a nice change of pace to be able to help you all without anyone threatening my life. Oh, we're best friends now. We'll be taking her mega yacht for a spin once it's the season. Why so much secrecy about
It's something she had asked for. She doesn't want her firm's reputation and ours to affect one another. But I'm mostly just curious how things went.
I guess that's fair. I feel like if her shareholders, or I don't know how it works in this game, in this game's world, but I presume she has a board of directors or something that, you know, might be uncomfortable with her sponsoring this place, considering that it's rehabilitating criminals, which ultimately might cut into the bottom line of an arms manufacturer, but not so suddenly that it would, you know, damage their business, really. You know, it's a slow process, but...
What's wrong, love?
Yeah, she's a surprisingly friendly person, considering
She
her
can
line
be
of
a
work.
hammer when the situation requires. But this project holds a pretty special place in her heart, so I'm sure she was feeling grateful.
Yeah, she seems like a great
thanks
person.
to your
honestly.
little chat, our
Glad to
donor's
have met her.
doing everything she can to upend the various roadblocks in our way. We're
Yeah,
in the
sounds like she's
process
got
of
the
vetting more
situation well in
security,
hand, honestly.
looking at some additional and more agreeable contractors. Whatever gets this place closer to becoming a reality. Opening's still a ways off, but we'd be going nowhere if you hadn't wandered in.
Yeah, I'm really glad I was able to help, and also, I'm glad you're getting more security, because I feel like, yeah, they definitely took advantage of the fact that you only had one security guard, to really, you know, mess this place up, the two of them. It's going to take a much bigger force of people to cause you trouble if you get a security team up and running here. And honestly, any place that's trying to operate independently out here has had their own security apparatus. Like, I feel like that's... And with all the wildlife and stuff, too, on this place, yeah, like, a million reasons why it's a good idea for you to expand in that direction. So I'm more happy than ever that I gave that advice.
You take your time.
How long do you think it's going to be before you can
It's
open?
hard to say for certain. We're only just now in a place where we can actually assess how long everything's going to take. But
Yeah,
with
no
time,
more
we'll
weird
get
problems.
there. And
So now you
that's
can
thanks to you.
Really start planning. So my master plan to get you shut down fails spectacularly. Oh, well. Yeah, I'm
That
just happy I
makes
could
two
help.
of us. Thank you again, love. For you, our doors will always be open.
Oh, thank you. Okay. So it's just a nice little, like, resolution to that quest that you can do.
Don't you worry. We'll get it done.
Yep, keep up the good work. I never really explored this place. Like, it goes off in this direction a bunch. Yes, these are just like... I mean, it's all still under construction. But they're building like... Oh, see, this one had a door shut because it's actually finished. But they're building, you know, bedrooms and stuff to house the staff and house the students, I suppose you would call them. Got some showers. Really nice restroom facilities here. Who are you?
Heard Halftown fought like hell for me. He's a good guy.
Oh, you're the guy I rescued, right. Can I talk to you? Do you have anything more to say now that you're recovered?
Sure hope this place ends up being worth it.
No, he's got nothing to say. A bit of a mass hall type area. I sort of see what their vision is for this place. I assume there's similar facilities and stuff in this direction. Oh no, something big that they're building out. Oh wow, look at this. So this is mostly underground. So they're like building, you know, digging out this, basically digging a cave so that they can continue expanding in this direction. All very fascinating stuff. Cool. It's neat to see a place that's like, you know, under construction like this, and I feel like they represented that feeling of being, you know, a work in progress very well with the environmental storytelling here. Good job. Good job, Bethesda. Now the real question is, what do we want to do next? I think I want to do this. And it looks like we're in range. I don't think I've ever been to Sirma. Maybe I have. But let's go there. Let's check out his old house from when he was a member of the Crimson Fleet. I think he said there might be something interesting there. I don't remember exactly what he said to me. It was a little while ago, but...
Can I have a moment of your time?
Unknown ship.
Thanks for responding to my hail. We've been trying to contact you about your ship's extended warranty. Your warranty coverage has expired or is about to expire. Due to the uncertainty of the political situation in the settled systems, we think now
We've been trying to contact you about your ship's extended warranty
protection plan, or purchase a new one if you lack coverage.
I kind of do want to attack them. It just says unknown ship. It does say they're UC faction, but... Bruh, I can't believe this. What a hilarious random encounter. That is so funny. I don't know what I want to do. I'm interested in hearing more.
It sounds like you're interested in hearing more. First, I need to inform you about the warranty claims process as laid out by the United Colonies Arbitration Board. UCAB is not a decision maker and cannot change the outcome of a dispute. Before filing, claimants must submit the following 10 forms of information: complete contact information, make and model of the ship in question, as well as any modifications made to the ship by one of our approved mechanics. Additionally, we require the authorized servicing dealer's contact information, a description of the issues with your component, the resolution you are seeking, monetarily or full replacement, and a signed copy of our information release waiver. Claimants will also need to submit ship logs for the duration the part or parts in question were used, contact information for the 3 previous owners, and our customer satisfaction guarantee waiver. May I continue?
Yeah, see, that's how these scams work. it's basically impossible for you to actually ever submit a claim. Like that's the trick. Like you pay for these extended warranties, but then no one reads the terms of service on. I think it's basically a scam, and I mean it's legit in a way, but like there's so many like caveats and loopholes that they can use to never honor any claims that you try to make. Like, oh, you replaced the part. Well, you changed the windshield washer fluid in your car. Well, that voids your warranty. So I want to hear the whole spiel because this is hilarious. It's so funny that like it keeps giving me options to attack them. I'm low-key tempted to attack them and see if I get a bounty for it, or if it's just like I think we will try to attack them at the end just to see what happens. But for now, sure, go ahead. Tell me more.
Sounds like you're interested in hearing more. We have several tiers of warranty. Please listen closely, as terms and conditions may have changed. Our Power Plant Plus plan provides coverage for an essential list of components related to engines, thrusters, and life support systems, and starts at only 50,000 credits. Our Diamond Select plan includes everything in the Power Plant Plus plan with the exception of air conditioning and water recycling, as well as defense systems, limited to non-lethals, as well as bow-to-stern shield coverage for 100,000 credits. Our Platinum Elite plan includes everything in the Power Plant Plus plan and the Diamond Select plan, excluding thruster bells but including air conditioning, as well as a personal service agent, and starts at only 200,000 credits. Do any of these plans fit your needs or budget? We also have financing plans with excellent interest rates starting at 18.9%.
So it's hilarious how like when you click the option like yes, go ahead, because these are usually like AI, like it's not a real person talking to you when you get those spam phone calls. I'm sure everyone's experienced the extended warranty thing. It's become such a common scam that it's become a meme, which is why it's in this game, because it's reached meme level of like nonsense. I'd like to purchase the Power Plant Plus package. 50,000 credits. My god, even that's crazy. I'd like to purchase the Diamond Select package. I'd like to purchase the Platinum Elite plan. I can afford it, and I'm tempted just for the memes, but I'd like you to leave me alone. I'd like to kill it. Like, their level 34 ship. It's probably not going to be an easy kill. I'm sitting here like thinking and trying to think of like when my last save would be. I feel like I've been maybe slacking on the saving as often as I'd like. Unfortunately, when you're in the middle of dialogue like this, it doesn't let you save or quick save. I want to kill them. I want to kill them, but I don't want to if it's a crime. That probably sounds really weird. Like, I'm not trying to commit crime, but I also kind of want to kill them. Because they're a scammer. They're out here scamming people. Well, maybe the punishment for that shouldn't be death. I'd like you to leave me alone.
Sounds like you're not interested in hearing more. That's too bad. We'll continue to reach out to you with additional opportunities. Thank you.
Now that I can save, look at my last manual save was on Aquila. Jeez.
Look alive!
Really
Sarah Morgan's now angry with you. Sam Coe is now angry with you. Sam Coe hated that. Sarah Morgan hated that.
We need to talk soon. Very soon.
We need to talk soon. Very soon. Oh my. Well, that's why we didn't just jump at the opportunity to attack. That's why we backed out of it peacefully and saved first. It does register as you attacking a United Colonies ship when you do that. And your crew is none too pleased with you if you do that. So we'll let them go, I guess. They're just off to scam more people. Avila. Interesting. Look at this planet. This planet has very dense resource clusters. A rock planet, temperate, standard O2. It's a moon, so it's half G. Average magnetosphere. It's got some plants, got some flora. The water's safe. Man, I might want to settle here at some point. It's a really nice planet. It's got nickel. Some fancy stuff. Platinum. Lithium. Argon. And some sort of silica stuff that I can't remember. Let's land there, yeah. I assume we're gonna find like some Crimson Fleet people have taken over the place. But it might just be an explorer and loot type mission. I don't really know. I wish I could remember better what he told me about this place. I think he just said you can check it out sometime if you're in the place. This is where I used to live when I was part of the Crimson Fleet. Or this is like where he retired to after leaving the Crimson Fleet, one of those two. It certainly seems like a nice planet to settle on. Not sure what that is.
I'm doing an oral history of Constellation's most
Stay up
decorated
late
members.
reading under the covers?
It's just
Did you
me
learn anything
repeating
new
your
from your
name
book last
into a
night?
data slate for 5 hours.
I know you aren't really. I learned that back on Earth, people used to use the stars to navigate. That's so cool. But
cool.
I guess it only worked because they just lived on one planet. And that sounds boring.
Fair. Vlad's Vila.
Hello.
Another ship landing over that way. But we'll just ignore that for now. Several other ships landing. We're gonna see how he lived in luxury off of his plunder as a pirate. See how nice it is when pirates actually make it to retirement, how rich they become. Alright, let's get out of scan mode. So it's got an outdoor kitchen area, hookah, statues, fire pit. I'm gonna look around the grounds outside before going in. you know, walkway up. I guess that's the approach I was wanting to take. Various statues. I guess he was an art lover. Some regard, at least. Alright, and then we've got this, oh, look at this. That's really nice. Sort of like a koi pond. Looks like he played some beer pong, which is hilarious. Oh, they've even got, like, numbered... I guess it's, like, a different game. Like, not exactly beer pong, but let's be real, it's beer pong. Yeah, a lot of nice outdoor areas. Like, this must be a very nice temperate planet. So, it does look like this is just an explore and loot type situation. Nice collection of books. Oh, I can't steal the model ship. But yeah, it's got sort of like a conference room set up in here, big screen. Don't know who he'd be meeting with there, but... Oh, there's a basement. Sanitation bot. Looks like there's only one floor up, so let's go up before we go down. Definitely a collector of things. Both science things and art. And fine wine. There's a patio, second floor patio. More outdoor sitting space. Vladimir Saul, slate number 3, huh? So looks like this is a kitchen. Oh, I see, a kitchen slash workspace off of his bedroom. I'm not forgetting about that slate, I just like, it's number 3, which annoys me. I'd like to find, like that implies that numbers 1 and 2 are nearby. Like to find those first if possible. Presumably the, like if I find a number 4 in his bedroom or whatever, we'll just go play number 3. I mean, I'm guessing that's the conversation we had that led me here, is he said, if you want to learn more about my life before I came to Constellation. Slate 5. Crap. Okay.
Paid in full for this little piece of the settled systems to call my own. The pot is starting to boil over back at Constellation with all this work we're doing with the eye, so this might be the last time I set eyes here for a spell. Don't really know if my faith holds strong to Barrett's idea of what these artifacts are, but the science seems true. How did I get here? A Crimson Fleet rook turned old man astronomer, arguing with a physicist about what the stars themselves are. Caught a smile on this life. Owe it all to the others that didn't make it to keep going.
Man, I don't like that it auto plays. I don't like. I mean, I guess that stands alone pretty well. Let's play number 3.
When my former captain died, I knew my days with the fleet were marching to the cliff's end. I was already considered an old jackalbones, scaring the new rooks on the fact that I was still alive. Grimm's laughing reminder that most of them wouldn't make it to my age. Tossing my youth away on gutting haulers for the fleet was one thing, but watching another generation doing the same, knowing where the end was for them, my mind started clocking hours on the point of it all. And that's when the beauty of the Blackest Sea started to catch me for the first time. Humanity's jaunt into the stars could use a friendlier meeting than gun and blade. And who could do better good out there than someone who had seen the darkest edges and lived to tip your ear to the tale?
I think once I find these all, which I'm now committed to searching this place until I find them all. I think I'll replay them all in order just to get a proper feel. Like, it's all very interesting. We are learning about his backstory. It sounds like he joined Constellation before he left this place. But you know, they eventually were making such progress. These are really hard to spot. I looked through here like 3 times and I'm just now seeing it. Yeah, it sounds like the progress became such there that he really needed to take up residence in the Eye full time and left this place behind. But I mean, this place is his reward for surviving, really. Being one of the few pirates who lives to retirement and gets to enjoy the spoils.
Made too many promises to shine light on the details, but I cashed out from the fleet. Bought an old hauler and converted it into a flying
Cashed out from the fleet, huh?
Even named it the Jolly Roger as a bit of history's chuckle. We sputtered around the settled systems as best we could, helping the helpless. A safe harbor for anyone who needed it. Eventually, retired from that as well. Had too much of the past, still needed burying. Didn't stop Sarah Morgan from finding me, though. In her hunt for one of the historical relics I stole from the UC. Been a part of Constellation
I heard part of that
ever
story
since.
before.
A third life in the making, and one with a mission worth the toil.
Yeah, he does strike me as someone with that truly believes in Constellation's mission and is helping them out for the right reasons, even though he was retired. Oh my god, these are going to be really hard to find. I'm hoping 5 is the last one. In which case I've found 3, 4, and 5. But now we need to find 1 and 2. Which I assume would be... I still haven't gone down to the basement, to be fair. I mean, it makes me want to look around the outside again. I did find one on the terrace there. Aha! Number 1, yeah, baby.
First run I ever pulled was a large cargo freighter, hauling kitchen and cupboard, food and other goods meant for homes. Fine test for Iruk back then. Nothing like feeling the key's belly to earn nods from the old knives. Went knuckle to bone with the freighter's crew straight away. Thought I was just eager to show myself off. Make sure my crew knew I was dangerous, even unarmed. Looking back, think I just wanted to know that I was taking the prize the fair one's way. Give them a chance to fight for it. But even telling yourself you're winning it from someone is a break on a dark road. Every take was a smile on my face, knowing that I was better, stronger. And quiet moments to feel guilt's reflection were easily shattered when you know the UC is always hunting you.
I really love the backstory we're getting. I hate that I have to search for it though. I know I'm researching a lot of places I've already been, but I feel like that's the only way I'm going to find these things. Didn't even realize what I was looking for until I hit the second floor and found number 3. Presumably all we're missing at this point is slate number 2. Once I find slate number 2, I might check and see what we actually have. I feel like this room is a top candidate for it, but this is at least the 4th or 5th time I've searched this room. I don't know. I guess let's go down. I've been avoiding going down because I'm terrified I'm going to find the slate number 6 down here or some shit. They just gave me 2 digipicks, which probably means this door's locked. It is. Okay. See what's behind the locked door, shall we? Sure. I knew it. Wait, what? Crix's journal entry number 3. Store prices are permanently reduced by 2%, and you permanently sell items for 2% more, on top of any other bonuses. I was literally going to say, I bet I'll find a magazine in this room, because it's the sort of the final room in this dungeon or area or whatever you want to call it. But I didn't even get a chance to express that thought before I literally found one. Dracula. I'll take the ammo. The ammo and guns, stored it down here. But he clearly left that life behind. Like, this is like his work area. And I feel like there should be a slate in here. I'm not seeing it though. Huh. We're still missing one. Annoyingly. Turn off the light. I mean, let's head back upstairs. I feel like I've searched the upstairs pretty thoroughly, but I mean, it's just this tablet. It's not asleep. I did find one out here, as I recall. It was right here. Is there maybe a second one out here? There was one right here. Number 3. Which makes you think number 2 couldn't possibly be in here, but I'm desperate at this point. Like I found maybe another one back here somewhere, but man, where am I missing in this one? Number 2. I think there was one right there. Right? Number 4, I think. It's got to be on the first floor. Number 1 was out by this pool. Like it's got to be like here. Being about as thorough as I can stand being. I'm about to give up, honestly. I really it's gonna really bother me. But I don't want to spend like an hour looking for this freaking thing, you know? I have to draw the line somewhere. Yeah, this weird, like... I guess these might actually be native plants. Yeah, this might have nothing to do with nothing. I'm gonna go back. I never went up this path properly, so I feel like... Wouldn't it be great if it was just like right here? Of course it's not. Dang. Alright, let's just double check that I don't already have them all and I'm like misremembering. Dang it. No. 1, 3, 4, 5. Game, this is really rude. Just saying. Well, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do, because I know this has got to be boring as hell to watch. I'm gonna end the episode here, and what I'll do is between videos, I'm gonna do a really thorough search of this place, try to find slate number 2. If I'm successful, then at the start of the next video, we'll play through all the slates again, just to get a refresher on Vladimir's whole backstory and stuff, because it all was very interesting sounding, and like to get that nice and cooked in my brain. And I'm honestly not sure what we're gonna do in the next episode. I think we've sort of, like, I keep trying to find anything, literally anything to do other than rescue Barrett, because that quest scares me so much, but I think it's about time to do that. We're either gonna rescue Barrett or we're gonna go to Crix. But since Barrett's kidnapping is tied to the Crimson Fleet, I really want to see if that quest line dovetails into some Crimson Fleet stuff before going to Crix. So I think that's next. I think that's just got to be next. Either that or some grinding missions to level up a few more times. But yeah, I think we're gonna go rescue Barrett next time. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna do my best between videos to find this missing slate, and guess you'll find out in the next episode whether I found it or not. Thank you everyone for watching. As always, have a fantastic day.